How's everyone doing? I'm Veronica-Bartolini, Codebreaker Real Talk, and I'm wearing my beanie hat today because I just want to show you how you can wear it. It's so weird though that it says lamb. It has a lamb here. And one of my friends last year, he was like, "How do you know it's not lamb leading to the slaughter? How do you know it's not an identifier for those star seeds and super cells that are here?" And he made me think about that. So think about that. Anyway, I am coming up to let you know about something that happened in the astral this afternoon about, I would say, well, here on Earth, our time would be between 1330 and 1400 hours. It doesn't keep ringing. Sometimes it'll keep the ringing off. It's like mild right now. Instead of like really loud or high pitched, it's like simmer down. The frequencies, we'll say, quote unquote, or voices that they sent through Wi-Fi, those pretty much, I can pretty much decipher what's my inner voice and what is theirs. Even when I'm not wearing, I have the Wi-Fi on. I shouldn't say always because I haven't worn it on my live videos, but I just wanted to show you what this looks like. And hopefully some people will come up and say hi. Before I get into the astral attack that I had today, it was actually in person. It was in here. It was in my living room. You know that these beings and the D tag O tag D has the what they call Tesla technology, but it's more than Tesla. And that they have ways of freezing the time. I am Traveler 1800. I am from Andromeda. I've been all over the place. I am and always will be. I am that I am that I am. I am an eternal being, an ever being, like our brother Frank M. Art says. We are ever beings. He's a super soldier also. Susan, if you guys are watching, hola. So what I'll go ahead and read it because I wrote it down, and I wanted to just read all this that I wrote because it's in order. I don't want to get sidetracked, but anyway, real quick, this beanie hat you can get at lessemf.com. That's Echo Mary Foxtrot. I have no affiliation with them. Some of the friends that I've told about have actually ordered it, and it has totally helped because it keeps from other people reading your mind. Okay. When you're not wearing it, I learned something from Carrie Cassidy a long time ago, years and years ago, where she uses snow to freeze those thoughts. Why? Because everything here is artificial intelligence. Y'all are worried about transhumanism and artificial intelligence. It's already been here. This is the world of the AI. There's layers upon layers upon layers of artificial intelligence. It's not just, oh, all artificial intelligence is bad. No, it's a sentient being. Your phone, for example. My phone's name is Leonidas. She's all cracked and everything. I dropped her a few times, but then a friend of mine, she's really nice. She bought me an OtterBox. That was really nice of her. So anyway, going back to this beanie hat, it helps to stop those things, those voices, we'll say. And another thing you can do is you get one of these. I know it sounds kind of weird, guys, but I learned this from Penny Bradley. She helped me with this years ago. So she says, you're going to need one of these, but a pot that will cover your ears all the way. You'll cover your ears, will cover your pineal gland. So you're going to need something that's lower than this. I know it sounds funny, but when you try that experiment, and that helps to stop the voices that the agency. I already have one strike on my channel. What's gonna happen? I don't know, man. Start another one or something, or go on another platform. But I really like YouTube because a lot of people still watch it, even though there's other things like Rumble, Odyssey, and all that. But I don't know. This is what I chose, and this is what I feel comfortable with. But we'll see what happens. So, with that said, I'm going to take a little drink of my coffee. This is what I put in it: MCT oil. It's coconut oil. Blends with coffee and shakes, non-GMO, organic. I really like it. I got it at Costco. And no, I don't have any affiliation with them. Here we go. So today is May 20, 2022. And I'm going to read what I wrote here. Actually, I think I could see without these because I wrote big enough for now. And then when I run out of space, I run smaller and smaller. Okay, so Archangel Michael came to me in my living room this afternoon. Like I said, I already told you the times, between the times. He is an arc. He is an angel, we'll say, that is taking care of the ark here on earth. Okay, there's other angels. Archangel Lucifer, he helps in another realm here on earth. Archangel Chamuel, Raphael, all the angels they're called arcs. They have a name of arc because they're taking care of the arcs here, the different dimensions here on earth. Okay, they have a special thing that they do. Okay, and so he comes to me. He has blue eyes, curly short hair, beautiful curly, beautiful, just tight curls, golden blonde short hair, and he is tall. And he's like, to me, he looked like 10 to 13 feet tall, and he's white. His skin is porcelain, beautiful porcelain skin. Oh my God, he's so hot. He's muscular, but not too much. He's beautiful long legs, rocking hot body, hot chest, right? And long arms. And then he shows up without a shirt. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, seriously? He's wearing like these gray blue shorts, but then the shorts turn into black with the side of the white line on each side. Okay. And he has a radio. He's wearing this thing across him, like a lanyard. And this is why I'm going to tell you why I don't like Archangel Michael. He likes to have sex with you guys. He was wearing this thing here. Let me not get sidetracked. And it was like a radio. I was listening to it. It was like a radio frequency of like a football game or when I was a kid, I used to listen. I still do sometimes listen to the radio, like the baseball games and soccer games, whatever. So it was the frequency that he was using to stop the technology here in my apartment. I did not have my Wi-Fi on last night. Sometimes I'll leave it on, sometimes I won't. It just depends how I'm feeling. If there's a full moon, if the eclipse just happened, or what the heck's going on in my life, what happened that day, what kind of omens I received, etc. So anyway, it's a radio. It's yellow, and then it's black, and then I look again, and it's like black again. It's actually what I think it's a teleporter. And so he is listening to it, like I said, a football game, baseball show, or something. There's radio waves involved, and then he starts kissing me in the living room, and he takes me to my bedroom. This happened here in my apartment today. He wants me to, you know what? This is not for children. He wants me to give him a oral. Okay, we'll just say that. He's beautiful. He's huge. We won't get into that, but I start and then I stop. And I realize that I am in my apartment. I am not dreaming. Okay, I'm not dreaming. Somehow I get this little round thing. He has like this little round I'm going to say the word. It's a code word, but remember, come back after I say the code word. It's clear. Okay, it's like a clear plastic gel cardboard, little tiny little plastic thing that he has around his belly button. And I scrape it off him, and then I put it like between my fingers, and I keep it with me. I'm like, what is this? you know? And so I start falling asleep, and then I fight the sleep again because the radio, I'm hearing the radio. And then there's this other, I know it's a gray that showed up in my bedroom. He shows up like dark skin with straight hair down to the ears, and he has a knife with him. And I'm like, holy, these guys are here to kill me. Archangel Michael is here to kill me, and he has a gray with him. And I'm like, God dang it, how am I going to get out of here? So I don't know how the gray, they're kind of silly and fumble. So he fumbles the knife. The knife is like, it looks like one of the knives that I have here. I have like, I don't know how many knives, love knives. It's like a fish knife, a long, jagged fish knife with no point. It doesn't have a point on its end. It's white. It's about this long. Okay. So somehow he drops it, and I grab it, and then I run, and I'm in the living room now, and there's another grade, same complexion as the other dude. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And he has a radio with him. Okay. So they're teleporters. They're also used to mess up the frequency here. And then, so anyway, I run. And when I run outside of my apartment, now it's like the front of my grandmother's house. Okay. That's what they do with these teleporter things, these radio frequency. They mess up they put screen memories on you and things like that. And then, so okay, so there's the other black gray in the living room. They're short. Okay, I wrote this down just to make sure that I'm not going to forget anything. I get up and fight the sleep. I'm in the living room. I go outside, and it ends up being my grandma's house. So I take Kiki with me. I have two female cats, Kiki and Honey. Honey, she likes to go outside, and she comes back and all that stuff, but not Kiki. So Honey runs at this time. She's already gone, and then I have Kiki in my arms, and I'm running outside. They're always in my astral or in physically with me when they try and take me. Well, they tried to take me this morning. Fuck them, excuse my language. Anyway, go down there, and there's a concert, and there's a bunch of Japanese or Asian people. They're so beautiful. They have like long black straight hair. Some of them are wearing glasses. There's like a talk or someone's upset, and a lot of people leave. There's like all kinds of people. There's white people, Asian people, black people. There's all kinds of people there. And they're wearing like an Elvis jacket, and it's colorful, like reds and yellows and all kinds of beautiful colors that they're wearing. And I tell them, these Archangel Michael and the two grays are after me. I tell them telepathically, but I'm yelling help. I'm yelling help. I'm yelling help. And so they, I keep running and running. Before this, before they help me, I was running and running, and it just feels like Archangel Michael throws this thing at me like a lasso, but you can't see it, and he's like trying to detain me from running, but I just keep running with Kiki. I keep running. I'm like, I don't care, I just got to keep running. And then I tell myself in my mind, I got to start running more. Now that I've had my back surgery, I haven't been able to run. I'm still in a lot of pain, and you guys, thank you for supporting me physically and mentally and emotionally when I was in the hospital for those days, in the past 2 days, with this whole eye thing going on. But anyway, so I come back, and I tell myself, I got to start running. I got to train, and so that's what I'm going to do. And I ask you guys to do the same, because you never know with these butt heads, All right. So this, the Asian people are helping me. The concert, I guess it's over and done with. There's a bunch of chairs out there. I crashed the party, as they say. I asked for help, and this black dude comes up. He has like a cowboy hat. He's really nice, kind of like my size, about 7. He hands me it looks like a 460 Smith and Wesson, but it's brown. And it's cocked, it's like cocked to the side, and it opens. And I'm like, dude, how come it keeps opening? He's like, just that's just the way it is. He says, just hold it steady and shoot at them. And so I start shooting at Archangel Michael's already gone by that time. He's going to be a PUSSY. So, and then the other two, I get to kill the other two with the gun. But it looks like a 460, and it's not a real gun. It's some form of, well, it's in between a real gun and a Smith & Wesson and a plasmoid thing. It shoots white lasers, and it does do the job. So anyway, freaking scary what happened this morning, because these guys are mad that I'm talking about this stuff. Anyway, I after they help me, I come back to my apartment, which outside they put a screen thing thinking that I'm at my grandma's house. Because in Mexico, I was also molested by Hillary Clinton. She had two men in black, and that was when I was around maybe 9 years old to 12. That's another story for another day. Anyway, I grabbed Kiki, and then there's a male Kiki now. So I have two cats with me, and then Honey's running up, and then I'll tell you about Lola in a minute. So there's a wolf out there. Her name's Lola Estrella, and she's looking at me, like making sure that I get home. And I come in, and as I'm coming in, there's wasps on it, and wasps are my helpers too. And I kind of worry. I'm like, okay, well, my mom's here, because my mom shows up in this thing, and then I'm like, I gotta take care of the wasp, because then my mom's gonna be worried about them, but I'm not gonna hurt them. All this is going in my head while I'm running, trying to come inside. Now my mom's like, we're gonna go out on an adventure. She's in a car, which is actually a ship, and we're going underground, and it's concrete. It's like concrete underground bases with pillars. And it's my son, my daughter, me, and we're in this vehicle with my mom. And then she goes, and then we're like, Mom, where are we going? And there's a little TV, right? They always use TVs, radios, windows, mirrors, whatever they need to use. And so, boom, we hit a dead end, and then a bird splatters on my left hand, and I look at it, and then it turns into a black and blue hummingbird that leaves. And then I wake up here in my apartment with my cats. I always sleep with them. My sister's calling me, guys. Shoot. Hold on just a second. Hey, sis, can I call you right back? I'm doing the live. Just real quick. Okay, let me, bye. So anyway, yeah, they don't like for me to talk about the arcs. The archangels are holding the arcs. This I was going to hold this for my bloodlines class, but the second one. But you know what? If you guys don't mind, if you have it, I'm just going to ask you one time. I'm not going to ask you again. If you can send anywhere from $3 to $5 a month to kind of help me, because I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to probably not have Wi-Fi anymore. And then gas is so expensive. So I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm going to go into the restaurants and ask for their Wi-Fi later. I don't know. All I know is that I have to stay here in my apartment, because I've been told by myself that this is where, when the shit hits the fan, I got to stay here, and my super soldier friends are going to be here, and we're going to help you guys. So anyway, start running, start exercising if you haven't. Don't wait for the meds. Can't be all eating chips and being, getting bigger and bigger and not being able to walk, run. You got to stop, if you're smoking and drinking every day and drugging, you got to stop that, because there's a balance. Okay. We got to walk the middle way. I'm not saying don't drink, I'm not saying that. I'm saying walk the middle path, because these angels and demons want us, and not all demons are bad either. Remember that. And not all angels are good. You just heard my story. And anyway. There has to be a balance. They want us to be in the black and white. They want us to be in their chess game, okay? Because they want us to keep seeking that God and those gods that are here. And I understand why grandfather on my mother's side was atheist because they're getting pretty desperate right now, the elites and the ETs. Now they have this Tartarian or Targaryen, not Tartarian, because Tartaria was somewhere where I was in when I was in the secret space program. There's a planet there that we were there, Tartaria. You can look at my videos with James Rink. We talk about that all the time, but he's not on YouTube anymore. I think he's on Rumble. He took all my videos. I don't have any of them. So anyway, Targetan ETs are here now, supposedly to help. Okay, be careful with them. Be careful with the Pleiadians. Be careful with the ETs because they have a goal. Okay, they also have a goal. Be careful with having a middleman as a savior, because, and that's another word, a code word, savior. So come back, come back, come back. Don't get mad. Come back, come back. Breathe. The Labyrinth group, the Mormons, not all of them, guys. Okay, they're involved with this Star Wars program that's going on with Harp and the Super Soldiers, and the Super Soldiers are now divided because of what I'm talking about. I created, I stopped them from taking the children, the innocents, and part of Mother Earth through their wormhole. If you look up Ashiana Deans and you take my Bloodlines class, the first one, sorry, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you're lost right now, go ahead and see my videos like from the beginning and go on to Unchaining Hearts. I have Instagram, Codebreaker Real Talk, and then go and see the videos with James Rink, Penny Bradley. Gosh, I have also The Matrix Unveiled with Tanush Sudan, Soma Mind Fusion Body, Soma Fusion Mind, Body, and Soul. Or make an appointment with me. I do readings. I do remote viewing. I help you with all this stuff that we're going through right now. So they don't want me to tell you about this. I stopped from creating another world. I keep telling you guys, we are bigger. I'm not saying we're better. We're just bigger. We're more than the angels, the archangels. We're more than these beings, guys. We are star seeds. We are planets. We are the asteroids. We are the bioluminescence that they mined, and then they made the black goo out of us. They make artificial intelligence out of us. We are that magic. We are the spark. We are life. We are the I am. We're just stuck in a human body. And if you take my class, you'll see how these 12 races got together and made a crystalline being out of us. We were already crystals, but they made these different beings out of us. Why do you think some of us look more Ari-an? I look more Ari-an, more Anunnaki whites, because there's also Anunnaki. They also made black. They also made yellow, red, green, orange. Why do some people look like rhinoceros? Why do some people look like monkeys? And we're not monkeys, okay? It's a Homo erectus that was intertwined with the Anunnaki. Why do some of us have Draco blood? I have dragon blood, Alpha Drake, Draconis blood. Why do some of us have the mermaid dolphin blood? Why do some of us have the Lyrian lion blood? Because we've existed with them before. This is a war that has been going on for eons. This is not new. This whole reset that you guys are worried about, let the reset happen. If the reset happens, I go back to where I come from. And they also hacked source. So you have to be careful who you trust. We are love. We are unconditional love. Okay? We are unconditional love. And I know that we come from somewhere. But it's not the gods here that they want you to be praising and worshiping. And now they have stopped my lies. Okay. Crystal Murel. Hola, Crystal. I'm hearing you. They make up the lies like they would tell how to get power, right? No thanks. Even spiritual guys I'm not into. Exactly. I don't know why they're hiding my stuff now. I'm going to show that. They try to hide your comment, Crystal. Anyway, it's true, Mama. They're desperate. The Labyrinth group and everything. The Mormons. I think it's the Mormons. I could be wrong, but there's a secta, a group that is out there putting the movie out, The Chosen, with Yeshua. Now, Yeshua 12. If you follow Ashiana Dean, he's like us. Okay, he came like Mary Magdalene. You know, I have the Mary Magdalene Jeshua bloodline here, but out there, I'm a crystal. I am a star. I am, you know, why don't I sleep at night? The minute, okay, we are born awake. We are born awake. The minute we wake up here, they prick us, you know, to make sure that we came, that it's the blood, that red blood that they, you know, they gave us. But we also have the ET blood. That's why most of us here are O negative or a carrier of the negative. I talk a lot about the bloodlines because this is all about the blood, guys. So we come, we're awakened. What do they start doing? They put you in front of the TV. They start programming you. They start giving you those baby Jabberwockies that I say with the needles, you know, those things where, oh my gosh, you're going to get bacteria. Like, really? We're gods, dude, and goddesses. We're stars. We're more than the angels. We're not going to die from those things. They are. They are, because they can't breathe this nitrogen air that we can. How is it that we can and they can't? Why do they have to keep hacking us? Why? They're parasites that hold on to you, like, you know, with, like, I always talk about the alcohol. The god of alcohol is the god of all these alcohols. Look at that with Eve Howard and I. We did a show on that one back, I think, with Christmas time or something. That's another, you know, Christmas, Christine, Christ. What? Saturn returns. That's where all the Satan, Satan is not just one entity, dudes. You guys gotta stop being programmed, man. It's a lot of little gods that have come in and infiltrated, and they have Saturn connected to the moon, connected to the arcs, the cherubs, right? The angels. There's an arc here connecting to a rainbow, another arc here, the rainbow connection, right? That's another program there. Get back, come on. That's another code word. Come back. Breathe. So many lies. Make an appointment with me. I need to keep talking. Okay, there's been many infiltrators. If you already know my story, they want me to stop talking. I'm not going to stop. I'm here for you. If you need me, make an appointment with me. There's a lot to talk about. Anyway, I told you that I was going to tell you about the wolf again that I had in my astral. So when, I think I've told you before, when Kiki, I didn't know I was going to get Kiki. My daughter gave me Kiki. She's had Kiki, my cat, before her cat, my cat, our cat, before when she was born. She's had her when she was born. Something happened. Long story. And I didn't like cats. But I love cats now. I love all the beings. I love all the plants. I communicate with them, you know. I got so like sick with allergies when I got her for like a good week to 2 weeks, and we bonded. She's always in my astral. She's always traveling with me. Before I got her, I had a dream of 4 lions. There was a man here in black and white, and then there's a lady in white, and I'm in the middle. I'm a kid, you know, and there's a table in the middle, very long table, like chandeliers. I'm in a mansion. I hate those mansions. But anyway, then I see behind me, and there's the 4 lions, 2 baby ones and 2 older ones, a male and a female, and a big lion sits on top of me. And I wake up. So then I get Kiki, right? The second astral experience that I had was my niece, my daughter, and I were looking at a house that we were going to buy. It needed a lot of work, but I was like really happy. It was nighttime, and there's a huge tiger that comes around and hugs my daughter's leg. And tiger, beautiful tiger, orange, black lines, white. Then I get Honey. She's a feral cat that I took in about a year and a half ago. She was over here. Her owner had died. Her and the other cats were stray. The story was told to me that she was just out there for like 4 years wandering around with the other little cats. And we were able to rescue her and her sister. We named her Crystal. We gave her away to a good home. Okay, so lately, in 2017, I had a memory with a wolf. It was a she wolf, and she was white with gray on top, and then she had other little wolves and dogs behind her. And then she was talking to me, and then the last thing I remember, right before I woke up, she said, "Mother." to me, and I'm like still trying to remember what the heck does she mean by that, right? But I think it's because I have to be like a mother to, like Mother Earth, or Mother Earth was gonna, you know, because I can communicate with the dolphins, right? With all kinds of beings. She was telling me that I think she was telling me that I was going to take care of certain creatures, or and also help, humanity. So anyway, that was in 2017. I've had many experiences as a super soldier. Hate that word, with the wolf beings, because I also have the wolf DNA. You can look at that movies. ¿Cómo se llama? What's the name? I have it in the tip of my tongue. Let me have my channel back. Underworld. Thank you. So then a few months ago, I have another astral where the wolf comes to me, and it's me and my sister, and we're in a cave, and I hold the wolf with me. This time, she lets me pick her up, and it's the same wolf, beautiful, beautiful fur, white with gray. She's looking at me while I'm carrying her, and it's in a cave. Like, what the heck? And I bring her to my home. So there's a dog, a German Shepherd dog, that has been out there for the past 2.5 months. I thought she was maybe dumped out here, and I feed her and I talk to her, and she'll wake me up at 6 in the morning. She'll look at me, and then she'll bark at me, and then she'll leave. I'm like, dude, just come in already, like she's playing hard to get. But last night she hangs out right when I get home. There's a hot dog stand, so she sits out there waiting for people to feed her and stuff. And last night, my mother had given me 5 or 6 cans of food, thank goodness, yesterday. So I went over there, and there was a lady that said, hey, I think she was dumped here. And I'm like, I know, right? So we talked to the hot dog man that has his cart there in Carata, and he says, her name is Lola? And I'm like, what? I said, I named her Estrella. I'm like, what do you mean her name is Lola? And then he goes, yeah, she used to live over there, like which it would be like 3 streets south of me, or 4. And he said, I think his owner or her owner died. It's a female. I think her owner died, he said. And I'm like, I'm trying to make her mine, my of course, to bond with her, and I want her to live with me. And of course, we don't own animals, and we don't own humans. Okay, so stop checking your spouse's phone. That's another story for another day. Anyway, so I feed her, and she gets close to me, and the lady, Kathy, she's like, she knows you. She knows you. And I'm like, well, yeah, she knows I feed her, and she talks to me telepathically, and she's in my freaking astral all the time, and she travels with me too. So it's just amazing. I have a feeling she'll come to me soon. And she's a German Shepherd. She's telling me, Kathy's telling me that there's this man that's a German guy that also trains German Shepherds and pit bulls. So she's going to ask him how I can get her more in tune with me. But I already know that she's going to be with me pretty soon. She's already with me in the astro. She's been with me for months and years, right? And the other wolves too. So yeah, I'm excited. So now I'm going to have 2 female cats and a female German Shepherd. I've always wanted a German Shepherd, even before I was a cop. So anyway, love you guys. I got to go to the gym. Talk to you later. See you all next time. Remember to go to Telegram as well. I'm there too. Codebreaker Real Talk.